It's time for the UEFA Champions League final in Istanbul. It's Manchester City against Inter Milan, one of the most unexpected finals in the history of the Champions League. Who would have thought that at the end of the season, the final game of the entire football season or around Europe will be the final of the Champions League between Manchester City and Inter Milan? Well, people did expected Manchester City to be in the final, a lot of them, but Inter Milan, where have they come from? From knocking Barcelona out of Europe in the group stage and then getting the better of their neighboring team in Milan. So Inter Milan are in this final and they'll face Manchester City. A fantastic final awaits us. I don't know why people are just saying it's the boring final ever. I don't think so. It could turn out to be, and the reason for that is Manchester City because they can absolutely destroy you apart. But it's a one-off game. It's a final. If it was a group game or a two-legged tie between City, I don't think Inter Milan would have had any choice to surrender. But any chance, I don't think they would have had any chance. But I do expect a good fight from Inter Milan. You know, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because I do believe Inter Milan stand a chance against Manchester City in this game. Because as the title said, can Inter Milan upset Manchester City in the final tomorrow? Because in Istanbul, it's gonna be hot. You know, it's in Europe, but it's the early June now, and so it's gonna be hot. The weather will play a part in this game. Inter Milan are Italian teams. You know what Italy teams do in these big games? They just absolutely pack their defense and they can control Manchester City. But City have got abundance of talent from De Bruyne to Gundogan to Bernardo Silva. Will he play? Will it be Mahrez on the wings? And of course, the superstar Erling Haaland as well. So a lot of dilemmas, a lot of decisions need to be made for Inter Milan as well, for Filippo Inzaghi. Does he start Eden Dzeko? Does he start Romelu Lukaku? It's up to him, you know. Lukaku has never been fit for a whole game, I think, this season because he was out for a lot part of the season. But yeah, if I was, Inzaghi, I would definitely go for Eden Dzeko because it's his former club and he knows them. And he will have a point to prove as well. He, of course, he's loved by Manchester City fan, but he will have a point to prove against City in the final tomorrow. Big game. I'll give you my prediction, and to know my prediction, keep watching the video until the end. And do not forget to like the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're over 1,000. We're doing what you can. Or inshallah, you in the future, very soon, you will see a proper setup of me making videos, like a proper mic and everything else. I'm just don't want to get outside of the pecking order because I want to keep going, keep doing my work. It's an individual journey. It's always you come alone in this world, you die alone, and that's what life is. So anyway, coming back to the Champions League final, Manchester City against Inter Milan, big game at the Atatürk Olympic Stadium in Istanbul. Big game. I think it's a massive game for Manchester City. They are chasing history to become the second team ever in the history of English football to do the treble. The first, of course, the other side, the red side of Manchester, my team, Manchester United, who did it way back in 1999. Uh, you know, I don't want that to happen. That's why, I wanted Manchester United to get that FA Cup win over City in the final, but they didn't. Now we have to rely on Inter Milan. Mm, it's not 50-50. It's not 50-50, but City are absolutely clear favorites to win this game and to win the Champions League final. It's their second ever final. Yeah, to be fair with you, the last one against Chelsea was a dreadful performance from City in the final. Can we expect another one? You never know. But Guardiola has completely and every time has proven everyone wrong. Holland has improved Manchester City drastically, not only with his goal but his link-up play as well. Lukaku against Holland going to be an interesting battle. But I think it will be Eden Dzeko who starts for Inter Milan. And if you look at the team of Inter Milan, it's filled with great players in three former Manchester United players. It's Damian, it's Henrik Mkhitaryan, and it's Romelu Lukaku. And yeah, Eden Dzeko will start as well. So Brozovic will be there as well. And that's another Croatian factor for them to win because in the last, I believe, 9 or 10 years, every team that's won a Champions League have had a Croatian player in their squad. Modric, Kovacic, Perisic for Bayern, and all these teams. So yeah, Inter have got Brozovic. City don't have any Croatian players. Well, by the looks of it, they will have a Croatian player next season in Mateo Kovacic, who's a great person to with City. I think he'll be heading there in the summer. But yeah, big game in the final. I will be watching. I will give my preview as well after the game. Hopefully, Inter Milan can stop Manchester City and stop them doing the historic treble. So I'm gonna give my prediction right now. As much as I want Inter Milan to win, my head says City will win eventually. I think it'll be tough for City, but I think they'll eventually do it. And I think if I have to predict an Inter win, I think it'll be probably 1-0. Inter Milan, they'll have to play out of their skin to even win 1-0, because I don't know how you will stop Manchester City from scoring. But yeah, Inter Milan, I believe, is going to win 1-0 tomorrow in the final. I will be watching that, and as the whole world will be watching, it's the final game of the entire European season. Brilliant season it's been. It hasn't been a you know a difficult season for City. It's been actually a brilliant season. They've been the best team in the world, and yeah. So final game of the season prediction I've given. I think Inter will win 1-0, and I think it's going to be another disappointment for Manchester City. And no trouble is happening. No trouble is happening. So do let me know in the comment section your prediction for the final. Will Inter Milan beat City? Or will City make history and Guardiola win his third Champions League for the first time without Lionel Messi? So yeah, more content is coming as well. We will review Manchester United transfer activities in the coming days as well. Hopefully next week I'll have a guest for you as well, and someone that works in this industry as well. You get to know him as well. But so yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Do not forget to like the content, share it, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's see if Inter can do it, man. They've got to really do it. I don't want a treble. Bye bye.